Alright guys, so we just pulled up to AutoZone. We're gonna run in here and get some oil for the Cummins real quick. Generally run Rotella in it, so we'll see that they got any Rotella T4 or something. But yeah, we're just gonna run in here and get some oil real quick, and we'll check back in with y'all in just a second. What's happening, guys? So you can see we got 12 quarts of Rotella T4 15W40. We got 4.5 gallon bucket. We probably fit a 5 gallon into there, but we only got 3 gallons of oil to drain, so there's no point in having any bigger. We got our 3/8 wrench and our oil filter wrench, so we'll go ahead and crack the drain plug loose and get some of this oil draining out, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Put the bucket under here. Fits pretty good right under the running boards here. It'll just slide right under. That's why I'd have a 4.5 gallon bucket instead of a 5. And we're gonna just crack the drain plug loose here. Alright guys, and just to make it flow a little better, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of loosen this fill plug right here. That's gonna let air come all the way through the engine and drain the oil. The drains plug is loose, and we ought to be able just to thread it right out of there, and the oil ought to start coming. So there she goes, and I got oil all over my fingers, so I'd probably recommend wearing some kind of latex glove or something. You know, hindsight's 20/20, but yeah, we'll just let this all drain out and crack the oil filter off. I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. What I like to do too is just get a paper towel and go around the drain plug and clean all the oil off of it. Don't know that it really matters that much, but there's definitely the possibility of just metal shavings or sediments or something sitting right on top. So it definitely doesn't hurt just to clean the oil off it and make sure that there's no metal shavings that can get in your bearings or anything and mess them up. Okay guys, so you can see the oil filter is up there, and it is an absolute pain to get to the oil filter every single time that we change the oil. This is what I dread the most. So I'm actually gonna have to put the camera down for this, but just if you're having problems with it, it's not just you. It's definitely a pain. So I'll check back with you guys once I get it off here. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see up in there or not, but I actually went and got like a strap style oil filter wrench. The jaw style that I had before, just there's no room because of this fender lining over here. Unless you want to take that out, there's no room to really get a clamp on it and spin it. So I went and got this. Hopefully we can pop it loose with this. I generally use a band style, but I think this one's gonna work out a little better. So I'm gonna pop this off here real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so the band worked great, and now you guys can see it's just finger loose. So I can spin it on off there. But if you guys don't know what I'm talking about whenever I say strap or band or whatever, it is kind of, it's like a toe strap almost, and it's on this little thing, and you can hook it up to a ratchet with an extension, and it'll turn it right off there. So definitely would have one of these if you're going to try and mess with one of these, do an oil change. I mean, you can do it without it. I've done it before, but this just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this filter off here and put the bucket under it, let all the oil drain out into it, and I'm going to need 2 hands for that, so catch you guys in just a second. Alright guys, so there actually wasn't any oil that dropped out of the oil filter housing. It's all in the filter here, so we're going to go ahead and just pour this in to a bucket of oil. As much as we can get out of there, just so we don't tip it over and spill it everywhere. drain filter on here, and I generally like to fill my filters with oil before I put them on there. Obviously, they recommend if you do or don't per each filter, so you just have to read. Pretty sure these recommend filling them up. I always have. But when you're filling them up, don't pour any oil straight in the middle. See, because oil actually comes with some stuff that needs to be refined and filtered by the oil filter before it goes through the engine. And this right here is actually after the filter. So if you pour it on the outside here, the oil gets filtered before it comes into the middle and goes through the engine. So always make sure you pour it on the outside and not in the inside, so that it'll actually be filtered before it makes its initial approach into the engine. Probably not going to hurt your engine if you fill it up, but it's always just good practice just to fill it on the outside. That's what I always do, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so we got our filter filled up now, and I got some extra oil out here on the ring a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. One thing you always want to make sure you do is lube up this ring right here before you actually spin it on, just to make sure it doesn't dry rot or anything. So we're actually going to get right back under the truck and spin this up on there, and I'll show you guys that, and then it's just time to fill it up with oil. So just put it right back up there and spin it on. You guys can see it'll take about 3 or 4 turns to get it up on there tight, and then you'll have to get your oil filter wrench back out and just tighten it on there pretty decently. Don't over tighten it, because it's going to be a pain to get off if you do. But I'll go ahead and do that in just a second, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, so the oil filter's back on there snug. We got our oil over here, and we're just ready to fill her up. It ought to be good, and I'll show you guys how to reset the oil message in just a second. But one thing I always like to do is just wipe out my funnels before I fill it up, because there's generally a lot of dust and stuff that get in your engine. You don't really want that to happen. Alright guys, so she's all filled up, so you guys can just go ahead and put the cap back on. And then you always want to check your engine oil after your oil change, just make sure it's at the right level. It should be, because if you're putting the proper amount in there, but never hurts to check it. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. You can see it's about right where it needs to be. I already cleaned the dipstick off and put it back in there so you guys can see. But it's up to the filling line, so we're in good shape. And now all we got to do is just reset the indicator light. So we're in the truck right now. We've actually just completed the oil change, and we still have the light on our dash because it doesn't know that we did an oil change. So I'm going to show you guys how to reset that real quick. So all you got to do is just turn the ignition to the on position, okay, and you're going to want to slowly press down on the gas pedal 3 times in 10 seconds, and then turn it to the off, and then whenever you turn your truck on, you'll see that it doesn't pop up oil change required. And I got a trailer brake on, so it pops that up, but it's really simple. So yeah guys, thanks for watching.